101 and 104. He's now on a total career centuries tally of 1,049. And he wouldn't put it past him getting one here. But up against a very tough opponent in one of the players of the week so far, Sam Craigie from Newcastle. Craigie has also been in equally good form. Had a fine win earlier today against Stuart Bingham, having impressed in qualifying yesterday from his particular group. So this is an intriguing matchup between O'Sullivan and Craigie. Both have one win from one match played. Ronnie's played actually 4 matches in this tournament and is yet to drop a frame. 12 frames played, 12 frames won. Ronnie now up against Sam Craigie in the second match for these two players in this next stage of the Championship Snooker League. So once again, they could play a total of 4 frames. Sam Craigie can play in the sort of form that he's been showing so far. He could really give Ronnie something to think about, but O'Sullivan has looked in very, very clinical form. Good pot from Sam. Just losing the cue ball a little bit, but it was a fine, confident pot. What he needs to do is go for his shots. And hopefully he'll carry on that motto, because he's a very, very good break builder. He's an aggressive player. Sam is just 26 years of age. World rank number 62, but he's playing like a player way better than that.
Sam Craigie won.
Just a safety, good cue ball right on that top cushion. These two have never played before, so no previous form lines to go on. First meeting between O'Sullivan and Craigie. Sam has been a pro since 2011. He's had some tough times, though, where he's dropped off the tour and got back on again. But I think you can see the talents there with Sam Craigie. Mistake from O'Sullivan. Caught that too thick. Fine shot, played it with pace and precision. He's on the pink. Referee is Tatiana Wollaston. Her husband Ben currently on table number 2 against Martin O'Donnell, trailing by 2 frames to 1.
8.
Test of Craigie's cueing coming up again. He's a bit far away from this black. Still pots. But he'll have to get through the cue ball here. Try and land on his next red. Decided to make sure of the black. No heroics.
$15.
Looks like he's taking on the red by the pink. Oh, he's got it. Lovely shot.
16.
He's on the yellow, but how much of an angle does he have? Some good early potting, though. Good early signs. He knows it's a big match. That was an excellent pot. I think he's got the red just above the two reds in between the pack and the black spot. Here it is. Try and get through the cue ball, bring it back up the table.
19.
Maybe the pink goes as well, actually. Maybe the pink passes the pack. So very promising start from Sam Craigie.
$25. $26.
So stays on the pink. We might even look at the black here.
Foul. Sam Craigie 26.
Oh dear.
Ronnie Sullivan 7.
Didn't see that coming. Well, it was a promising start from Sam Craigie then. Don't know if he just had a lapse of concentration, didn't realise. Ronnie crunches in a red from distance. Keepers ran on, but he may still take on this black. In fact, he won't. He's going to wait for a better opportunity, so he brings the brown back into play. So Sullivan looking to get a good cue ball back, which he's managed to do. Although can Sam get through to the red by the blue here, to the left corner? He can. And we've seen that he's quite good from distance. We've already seen a few pots today and yesterday where he cracked in a few from range. That's beautifully cued.
1.
Perhaps a bit unfortunate that he didn't land a bit kinder on the black, but he has got the blue over the corner pocket. But this is nicely cued again. Very still on the shot. Never touched the sides.
6. Seven. Fourteen. Sam Craigie,
No.
14.
That was a surprise. Didn't see that one coming either, given that he looked so good when he got in again. Not sure if he just flicked a bit of side on the shot or just a lapse of concentration. Either way, not left anything. Lead is 33 points. Now, can Sam get to the red past the pink? Can't tell from this angle. Obviously not. We'll try and clip off this red. Bring the cue ball back up the table. Good line. Just a bit too much pace on it.
One.
Very good red from Ronnie Sullivan. Straight down, straight in. Now, will the black go? Will it sneak past the red? Has got the brown as a possible option to the right centre.
Five. 6.
Blue will pass the red. Good chances for Ronnie.
Eleven.
Yeah, I thought he'd take this red because this red is near the black spot.
12.
So he wanted to take initially the red by the cushion, but then he realised if he played the black, that might just tie the red up. So good thinking.
$19. 20. 27. 28.
A bit short of pace. May have to go up and down the table off the blue to get onto this final red.
$33.
Didn't really get close to the pocket, but he knew he was getting a good cue ball, and he has got second prize. So Sam has to try and hit this. The red is lurking near the pocket. Scores level. He's gone around the back of it, hit the blue. Ronnie won't take the miss.
Sullivan 5.
Although not ideal where the brown has gone by the green and the blue up there as well. So he may have a look at it. But I think he will take it on. Colours have just gone a little bit awkward. And he's going to need those lower denominator colours.
1.
So the lead is now 11 points. He needs yellow, green and brown.
6. 8.
Oh, well played. Cannons the green. However, the brown is not, it's not on the cushion, so he still needs to pot this brown after the green.
11.
Moves it again. So Ronnie just needs the brown. Be a natural to be on the blue anyway. And never look like missing.
15.
Looks in the groove, doesn't he, today, Ronnie O'Sullivan? Sam Craigie had a couple of chances early on, didn't take them. And that's what you have to do against this man. When you get those opportunities, you must take them, because O'Sullivan has yet to drop a frame all week. It's his 13th frame played
26.
and 13th victory. O'Sullivan yet to drop a frame, and he wins the first frame against Sam Craigie with a couple of good little breaks. So Sam Craigie, who's been in also terrific form this week, he had a couple of chances in that first frame, but a couple of miscalculations. They cost him at the end. And that's the one thing he will know anyway. You allow Ronnie O'Sullivan any chance, any sniff, and O'Sullivan is in the sort of form to take it. The format of the Championship Snooker League really is ideal for Ronnie O'Sullivan, although that wasn't the best safety in the world. We know Sam Craigie's been pretty good from distance. Right, back on table number 2. Ben Wollaston needs, I think, a couple of snookers by the look of it. Trying to get behind the black. If that goes in off, I think there'll be an acknowledgement. And there is. So Martin O'Donnell, after grinding his way to victory yesterday, very late finish at nearly 1 in the morning British time, 2 in the morning Central European time, is off to a flyer again.
1.
And Sam Craigie pots in a lovely red and holds the cue ball for the black. Well played. After what happened in the previous frame, that was very good indeed. Reminding you that table number 2 can be followed on the Eurosport Player. Martin O'Donnell beating Ben Wollaston by 3 frames to 1. The earlier match there, Tom Ford 2, Liang Wenbo 2. So Sam Craigie, black's had to go on the brown spot. Just working out his position here. It's not the pot which is worrying him, it's trying to get onto a colour.
Sam Craigie, 8.
Well, I don't quite know what he played. He missed the pot anyway, which is probably a good job because I don't know where the colour was coming from. It's almost as if when he played the shot, he was in two minds what to do, and that's why we had that end result. Can't afford to make mistakes like that. And O'Sullivan will pounce on them. So Sam Craigie, only he will know what he was thinking there. Ronnie immediately trying to get the black back on its spot. He just looks to be cueing the ball lovely, doesn't he? And that's so ominous for everybody else.
8. 9.
Maybe he should keep the moustache.
16. 17.
'Plays to the loose red. To the centre pocket.
24.
His average shot time has been around 14, 15 seconds in this tournament. We all know he's such an unbelievable player to watch, and he's so graceful when he's at the table, the way he knocks the balls in. It's just so easy on the eye. Makes the game look
33.
Stupidly easy when it's anything but. That's what the greats do. They do make it look easy. But he's only won one big title this season. That was the Shanghai Masters, which is not a ranking title. So he's far too good a player not to be winning more than that. He's had decent runs in events.
40. 41.
He's got some angle on the blue here. Well, he has actually, on the second attempt, managed to open up a possible red to the left centre or the left top corner pocket. But left centre looks the option, doesn't it? If he can get reasonable cueing on this, he might be okay.
47.
And he's got angle on the green here. He knew he had a red at the top of that cluster, which pots to the right corner. Now, by potting this, it should open up a few more reds.
51.
And that nudge off the pocket might have actually helped him. He's got an option here. He could play the blue. He might prefer the green. Breaks on 51. Reds are spread far and wide, so just needs to control the cue ball. Plays a soft cannon. Didn't he play it well? Just always plays the right shot every time he's break building.
57.
It's hard to see a way back here for Sam Craigie. Ronnie would have to miss something pretty easy, pretty regular, pretty routine. But he looks in the mood, doesn't he? He looks in the mood to do business here. And knowing Ronnie in the back of his own mind, he probably wants to win every match without dropping a frame. I know it sounds crazy, but he is the sort of player that sets himself targets in his head. And yes, he wants to win, clearly. And he wouldn't openly admit to it, but I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest if he's got it in his head that he wants to win every single frame he plays. There's that shot from Sam Craigie, which only Sam will know what he played. So Sullivan seeking perfection by trying to win every frame. Of course, every player tries to win every frame, but you wouldn't put it past Sullivan doing it this week. Certainly, if he gets through this group.
79.
He's going 2-0 up. Sam Craigie can only draw now.
$86. 87.
Well, it's looking like another century break, isn't it? Black, red, black for the century, which would make it 1,050 career centuries. And it's just been sublime, this.
95.
This for the century?
Ronnie,
No.
95 and different.
Well, I didn't see that coming. But it's still a break of 95, which is more than enough. And Ronnie O'Sullivan doubles his lead against Sam Craigie. He'll be disappointed in his own mind. He didn't make a century there. Expect him to miss extremely good form. He's, as I say, still yet to drop a frame in this tournament. He's now played 14 frames. He's won them all. And he'd love to win this next frame to see off the challenge of Sam Craigie and put O'Sullivan in an extremely strong position. In fact, pretty sure if he wins this frame, he's already through because he'll have a frame difference of +6. In fact, the only way, actually, he could get knocked out is if Stuart Bingham beats him resoundingly, which, you know, Bingham obviously is one of the few players who might fancy the job. Sam Craigie just... It's quite simple for him. He'll be disappointed inside. He's missed a couple of chances, but when you're playing against the best, the likes of O'Sullivan, the likes of Trump, you just have to take your chances when they come along, and he's had a couple of chances. He hasn't taken them.
1.
Look at that for a pot from O'Sullivan. He might be 44 years of age, but he is an absolute master of his craft.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
That was the curse. He misses the black. So he is human. Ronnie just seems to intimidate players. They know that, in general, he punishes you for mistakes.
1.
Although Sam Craigie, what has really impressed me about Sam Craigie is the way he gets through a ball, and his long potting is excellent. That was not the easiest of long reds at all, and he made it look ridiculously easy. This is a young man who's very talented, Sam Craigie. There's no getting away from it. Got a very bright future. He plays the right shot there, opening the reds. Off the black. He's got a red to the right centre, the red to the left corner as well. That was a very positive shot. So it's good he's still wanting to play his own game. He's made a couple of mistakes in this match, but he's still not out of it. If he could somehow pull out a draw here,
9.
then it could give him renewed momentum. But Ronnie would have admired the way he knocked in that long red and then played the very positive black, opening up other reds. Demonstrating that his mind is still okay. He's thinking correctly. He's playing the right shots.
16.
He's not going in his shell, and that's what he must keep doing.
17.
World ranking of 62 does not do himself justice because he's better than that by a considerable margin on what we've seen at times this week. He won the English national title at under 21, under 16, under 15 and under 14 levels. He's got a real proper pedigree in snooker.
24.
He has an older brother who was a pro. He was a former European junior champion. That's Stephen. So he has an older brother. Of course, he played on the tour at one stage.
31. 32.
But like Ronnie, he plays at a good rhythm. Although the average shot time doesn't quite do himself justice for me, 25 seconds. Ronnie sitting at 14 seconds again. Thought Craigie was a bit quicker than that.
$38. 39.
So he's still got a loose red to the right of the pink. Can Sam Craigie be the first player to win a frame against Ronnie O'Sullivan?
44.
Put out that stat of O'Sullivan not dropping a frame, which I was alluding to in the previous frame. Now Sam, who we saw yesterday, switching hand. He looks pretty adept with his left hand as well.
45.
Now purposely leaves himself lots of angle. Play this cue ball and try and turn the cue ball into the cluster of reds. Decent split, but I'm not sure he's on anything. Can he get to the red to the left centre?
52.
Well, he's getting down quite quickly, so maybe he can. Could be a frame winner this, if this goes right and he gets position.
53.
Oh, well played and well controlled. Great chance to win the frame now. Terrific response from Sam Craigie. O'Sullivan will be dropping his first frame after all, but having missed that black, Ronnie, he would have admired the way that Craigie's taken these.
61.
But Sam Craigie here, this is a great response after what happened in the previous two frames. He's saying, I won't be intimidated. I trust in my ability and I'll show you what I can do. Just like Ronnie switches hands to the left hand.
67.
We'll play the pink here. It's been a really impressive break.
73.
And he's not out of this yet. If he can get a draw out of this match, then we've got a couple of really big matches to look forward to. Stuart Bingham hanging in there as well. He can still get through. The one player who's out is Harvey Chandler. He's lost 2 matches already. Yet to win a frame, Harvey.
80.
He will play Sam Craigie, and Ronnie O'Sullivan's got Stuart Bingham to come.
81.
This has been a terrific break. Can Sam Craigie, though, get a century here? It's got to try and maybe move this red, or at least drop him behind it.
88.
His average shot time will be quickening up now as well.
89.
Good pot again. He's got some angle on the black. So just this final red to try and bring into play. Just missed the cannon. Pity. Still have a shot at it down to the left corner, but this is tough now. What a shot.
97.
That was superb from Sam Craigie. Blue for the century. Absolute class. Oh no!
5%, 97 and a frame.
It's not a century. The pink went in. It's a break of 97. So Sam Craigie, like Ronnie, fails to make the century. But what's forward to what should be a really terrific final frame between Ronnie O'Sullivan and Sam Craigie. Sam Craigie, what a response that was, that break of 97. Just like Ronnie, though, one shot away from making the century. And then, unfortunately for Sam, He came off from potting the blue and cannoned into the pink, and the pink went in. So this final frame, Ronnie now under a little bit of pressure because he'll want to make sure of the win. No attempt at the pots. If this match ends up 2-2, Sam Craigie does manage to level up the match, then Ronnie still has the advantage because he has the slightly better frame difference. And what also could come into play later is the highest break. I know Sullivan has that over Sam Craigie. He made a couple of centuries in the first match. A break of 104, Sam Craigie's highest break so far, and 97 against Ronnie in the previous frame. Well, again, another terrific red, full-blooded. He is showing no fear whatsoever. It looked early on after those couple of misses that he might let it get to him, but I've been really impressed with this response. Yes, okay, a long way to go in this frame, but it's just the way he's knuckled down, got on with his shots. He's not played negative at all. And he's saying to Ronnie, look, I can pot with the best of them. I'm not scared of anybody, although that positional shot has gone wrong, having potted the pink, so don't see a pot this time. But what Craigie must do here is he must play a good safety if he can't find a pot. This red goes to the left centre. Wasn't easy though, but he played it in such a manner where he got a decent cue ball. But he's not afraid of taking anything on, Sam Craigie. So early stages, match very much in the balance now. It just looked all over, didn't it, at 2-0 to Ronnie? But the way that Sam Craigie has responded. So we might just see a bit of tactical stuff at the moment. High quality stuff, this. Oh, but Sam wanted to miss that red. Just caught it maybe a fraction too thin. And he's given Ronnie a chance. There's a red to the left centre. Black, though, is tied up, I think. So the problem Ronnie's got, not the pot, is trying to find position. But he's in.
One.
He's come round the back of the black. He might be on the blue, though. He might even be on the pink. Blue will certainly pot. That pink probably does go. Blue, he may prefer. So he pots the blue, wants that cue ball to travel, which, well, he's got the red possibly to the left end. He's certainly got the red to the right corner with the rest, but this red will pot.
12.
Could take the blue to the corner pocket. The baulk colour, though, probably the better option. Ronnie's got loose reds he can play for. Got into that almost too well then.
16.
Would have liked it to have pulled up a little bit before. Still on this red.
17. $19. $20.
So Sullivan still has at least 3 or 4 reds I think he can pot. Black hasn't been in play yet. Pink, we think, will just get past that pack to the left corner, but he wants to be right behind it.
24.
Well, he's a bit short of pace, Ronnie, for the blue. He's very tempted by the pink, but it has to be very precise. So didn't play that positional shot particularly well because too far for the pink, really, for it to be a comfortable pot. And the blue is a little bit straighter than he would have wanted to be. Another look at the pink from Ronnie. Still doesn't feel comfortable with that. So this will be a test of his cueing again on the blue. Well, it's going to be the rest here, unless he can stretch to this red, or he can get to this red to the left corner. Break continues.
30.
Again, he's a bit short of pace. He might have to come in and out of bulk again off this blue. He's got that loose red to play for towards the right corner pocket. Might try and move the black here with the red as well. Well, he's ended up okay. He's on the red. Just. Oh, no, he's not on the red. He could probably pot it with right-hand side, but it's where's the position coming from? So he overran that by literally a fraction. So you're going to have to play safety.
Ronnie Sullivan, 35.
Pretty good safety, though. So Sam Craigie just 28 points behind, still plenty to play for. We'll have to open these reds up, though. In doing so, it's absolutely imperative he gets a good cue ball. Ronnie will play this red as a shot to nothing. Just overcut it. Can Sam Craigie get back into this frame? Still very much in it. It's black's out of commission, which is a bit of a pain. Pink's not easy either. Well, that's not the best. He's left Ronnie in. Red to the corner, just didn't get quite through that, Sam. If Ronnie can get onto a colour from here, could be curtains, could be problems. But Ronnie's still got to get on the colour, up for the blue or the bulk colours.
1.
He's got through it quite well. It's looking like the green. Has the red to the left of the 2, which will pot.
4.
Having a look about the pink for the right centre, possibly, if he gets the right angle on it, or will he need to manoeuvre back up for the blue again? Just a few shots away, O'Sullivan, from victory. Still a bit of work to be done, though.
5.
So he plays for blue, wants the cue ball to travel top side, which he has managed to do. Well,
10.
He's closing in on victory, only a few pots away.
11.
Opens up that red, he's on the pink, he's looking good for O'Sullivan fans. £45 points the difference. Red
70.
colour red, or red high value colour would be enough, but he would like to pot another red after this one to make absolutely sure. So red on the pink, one presumes,
18.
will be enough. This pink will mean Ronnie is 52 points ahead with 51 on the table. So you still need another red to make absolutely sure. Sam Craigie now needs a snooker. He'll continue if Ronnie doesn't pot the next red.
Ronnie Sullivan, 20.
It's not in. Craigie will return. Problem Sam's got is the red by the black. He's going to have to move that and get the black into play. Problem is, though, how do you do that at this stage? I suppose what he could do is he could take the other couple of reds with pinks and still need one snooker. So he needs that red to travel, and it hasn't done. It's a thin one, but that will pot. And O'Sullivan
1.
has won this match. Had a scare when Sam Craigie came back in frame 3, but O'Sullivan's dominated this last frame. And he's now played 2, 1-2. Plus 5 frame difference, having won 6 out of 7 frames today. Just a 1-drop frame in the tournament.
7.
Ronnie won't care about that red. We'll just come off the side
13.
and then get ready for his final match against Stuart Bingham.
Wow. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13. Sam Craigie, 7. Frame in a match. Ronnie O'Sullivan.
So Ronnie O'Sullivan is the winner in a high-quality match against Sam Craigie, who really played his part in that match. Made a very good break of 97 in frame number 3. Ronnie's highest break was a 95 in frame number 2. But O'Sullivan dominated the crucial 4th frame, and he's beaten Sam Craigie 3-1. Very enjoyable match, that. Sam Craigie again demonstrating that he has a bright future. If he knuckles down, he's certainly a player to keep a close eye on with the World Championships coming up in a couple of months' time with the qualifiers. If he can get through the qualifiers, he's certainly got the ability to do so. Sam Craigie would be a really fascinating player at the Crucible Theatre. But a lot of it with Sam is whether he applies and knuckles down, because there's no denying the talent is there with him. He's a terrific